Hi there, I'm Adam Kirbas and this is my novel. Listen, I was struck. What else is there? What else can you say? All my life, all what I believed in, even the good memories, all in vain. The breath, this was my name now. I was utterly mistaken, and despite the fact that I have accomplished so much, at least I think I did, these words, they struck me. This memory, which I have kept so many years, and which gave me so much comfort, at least in my youth. I knew someone who was fond of me. But in the end, it all seems a sham. As if I would have been deceased. This salesman who is very confident, who made a name of himself, was nothing but a fool. Someone who has been deceived all his life. And what comes next? What is happening with me? More and more I feel that I'm misplaced, that nothing in my life ever made sense. And it is understandable that I'm there where I am now. Totally lost, stranded, not knowing where to go. And I think of Claire and my children with deep bitterness. I ruined it. I destroyed it. The only good thing in my life was the present, not the past, not the dark, murky past, which, as it turns out, is just nothing but a sham. All destroyed. I destroyed the last good thing in my life. I ruined it all, and the thought alone ruins me. What next? Can I go back to Claire? But this man, apparently this shopkeeper, he saved me from something. Saved me. And even though I don't want to think about it, I want to forget it about, leave it all behind. What do I care what is over and over? But somehow I feel hatred. Somehow I feel revenge. Something is brewing inside me. They did this to me. They did this to me. At least I want to see them. At least I want to look them in the eyes. These people, these evil people, these despicable people. I want to see them. And maybe I should thank this man, this shopkeeper. In my despair, I would be glad to meet anyone whom I think would help me to make sense, but anyone as well as with whom I have a special bond. For the sake of good memories, or to find a way out of this maze, to find my way back. Can I go back to Claire? Mrs. Gladys has finally stopped talking. All her words, every syllable of it, pierced my soul. Every word of it. I still have the taste of chocolate in my mouth. These sweet memories I ate last night in reminiscence of what I had experienced in my childhood. But then this. Now everything turned bitter, sour, unsavory. And it has all intermingled with these memories. All a sham. I asked Mrs. Gladys about Old Mount, about this shopkeeper, and I notice my voice is shaking. My voice has lost its confidence. For a matter of fact, I have lost my confidence. I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what to make of it. She gives me the address somewhere there. somewhere there, out there, in this place. I look at Mrs. Gladys. I look at her deeply. This woman, this face. And what all happened to it. And how it all came to an end. Who is Peter? I ask myself. The one whose life is apparently more worth than mine. Who is he? I don't know. But I know one thing, that I need to get out of there. I need to breathe. I need to be around other people. I need to make sense about this all. I try to remember, try to fathom good memories in my life, because they are very important. Those memories, they make my personality. They are all about me, but they are hard to fathom. Almost, I had nothing in my life. No, for matter of fact, I had it all. Claire, the children. But I left them. I abandoned them. I look into the distance. I look at the road. I look at my car. I drove so far. Drove somewhere. Somewhere where I tried to make sense. Somewhere where I thought I would find some soothing remedy for what is ailing me. But more and more I realize nothing can help me. Here in this place, in this dark place, where I've been deceived all these years, where I was a fool, where I didn't even know what really happened. That's how oblivious I was. A blind guy, a stupid guy, who then, out of a whim, sacrificed everything he had. I feel so stupid. I feel so dumb. What am I doing here? This is what I ask myself over and over again. But in my despair, I can somehow wrapple myself up. This man, this shopkeeper Oldmont, he deserves a thank you. He apparently saved me. And I still cannot believe all this year that I have forgotten it. I still feel the pain under my feet. I still feel the cold, the memory of the past, more and more permeates all parts of my brain. It pierces my body. I feel it vividly on my skin. I see the world from the perspective of a child again. I feel myself back there again, in my despair, in my hopelessness. I cannot stop it. I cannot escape it. These people, they can do with me whatever they want. I'm lost. My life was so wasted. And then someone saved me. And then everything gets dark again. Submerges into darkness. What happened next? I try to force my memory. What happened next? Somehow this probably didn't go well. This sadistic teacher, this malignant teacher probably didn't take it well that she was chided publicly. Or did she? Did it stop thereafter? I don't know. Darkness. I look into the darkness. That's all I got. That's all what these memories are. More and more I feel that my life, that the past is nothing but a black hole. A black hole that draws me in. A black hole that is about to devour the last bit of humanity in me. I feel some sort of a quavering, a tittering in my voice, in my gait. For moments I'm lost. For moments I don't know where to go. Where's my place? What's next? I get in the car. I remember the last thought I had. This man needs an apology. This man needs a thank you. This is what I owe to him. He apparently saved my life. Even though I don't know what came next. Even though my memories betray me. I drive to the address Mrs. Gladys gave me. I get out. I have to insure myself twice. The address I've written down on my mobile phone notepad. It is correct. It is an old, dilapidated home. No one seems to be living there anymore. What does an old woman know? Maybe all her memories. Maybe she mixed it up. Maybe this brat she talked about, who avoided and escaped. Maybe it was meant for someone else. For moments I feel relieved. For moments maybe there is a way back. Maybe it was not bad at all. Maybe this brat, this guy, this boy was someone else. Someone else. Maybe it wasn't me. But then I remember I'm the one whose life is derailing. I'm the one who loses consciousness. I'm the one who cannot move properly, whose entire body stalls and staunches, who is incapable of arraying his mind and his life. I'm the one who is going through hell, and I'm the one who threw it away all at once. Could it be that I'm the brat? Could it be that she indeed talked about me? These thoughts are saddened. These thoughts are saddening. A young boy, that's what I was. And I was already called a brat. And I was already thought of someone whose life is not worth anything. Whose life is apparently easy to be sacrificed, can be sacrificed, gotten rid of. What is this? And I think about what would happen if I would die at once. What would happen if I would lose my life at once? I don't have anyone to cling on to anymore. I don't have anyone who could talk on my behalf, for whom I am the center of the world. More and more I realize I'm nobody. Just a random guy who could not manage his life. One of those bums I looked down upon in the past, who will never, ever do anything right in their lives. That's me now. That's my life now. And apparently it was already predestined. I was predestined to end like here. For a moment, I cannot help myself. What's next? I stand in front of this old, dilapidated house. This home, that's my life now. And what of it? What of it? I look at it desperately, hopelessly. I look around. There are some neighbors. A neighbor is outside. I don't know whether I should bother to ask him. Maybe it's better just to believe a lie, believe anything that could just save me. Who cares? Let's go back and eat and take drugs to sedate my mind, I could make it work. I could make it work with Claire. I could deceive myself. What do I care about the past? More and more I realize that these memories, they are painful. Despite the fact that a part of me wants to find out what's behind this dark curtain. What's in this darkness? But another part thinks and even seems to know that things could even get worse. Maybe this is a turning point in my life right here, at this very moment. Here, I could wrap it up, pack my stuff and go back, assume my life, reassume it, just forget about it. Maybe it would all be possible. This is one of those moments. This is one of those moments where in your life which you came to and think lost on a crossroad as well as lost in thoughts. I the neighbor who is outside mowing his lawn. I take a deep breath. I inhale deeply. I feel the air in my body, in all parts of it. And then I tread. I feel my feet, and I feel the strength. I move forward. I approach the neighbor, a grumpy old man, a retiree as it seems, and I ask him about the shopkeeper, Old Mount. Does he know him? He's dead, he tells me. So, after all, this is his home. I'm disappointed. I may be his bread. He's dead, he tells me, but he has a daughter. She lives in the city, and she's a shop assistant in a boutique. He tells me, a daughter. I remember Mrs. Gladys talked about a daughter. She talked about Clarence, Mr. Oldwood Clarence, who thought that he would be better than all. But he didn't know what his daughter did. He didn't know what she did. Do I want to know what she did? I ask myself. However, I came so far. I came so far to ask about Oldman. I went so far to verify whether this old dilapidated home is indeed his place. And apparently it is. So why bother after all these efforts? I take down the note of the boutique. The grumpy old man, he doesn't know where she lives exactly, only in his city. He hasn't seen her for a while, and he doesn't care, he tells me. He doesn't care about anyone. And he resumes his work, mowing his lawn all by himself. I'm thoughtful. Do I care? Shouldn't I emulate this man's attitude towards the world? Just don't care. Don't care at all. I look at my mobile phone where I've written down the address of the boutique, the name of the boutique. I look it up on Google Maps. I can go there, it is open. It's a fashion shop, a boutique. I could go in there, pretend to be a customer. Maybe she's working today. But what are the odds? Even the thought of it is exhausting. And even though if I would meet her, firstly, do I know how she looks like? Would I immediately recognize her? And secondly, I don't feel the strength anymore. What if I come across a second disappointment? What if there is more and more something inside wants to hold back this memory, something which tries to ensure that I survive mentally. Something inside me, some mechanism more and more I realize, which wants to keep me alive. What would I discover? What would I see? Whom would I meet? But there is no turning back now anymore. Let's get it over with. I tell myself, let's meet her and then we'll see. Curiosity gets the better of me. I get in my car. I drive to the boutique. It is one of those small boutiques you somehow wonder that they could survive the onslaught of those big fashion chains, and as well as of those internet and online shops. However, it seems to be on the verge. Not many customers, I assume. I get inside. I look around. No shop assistant there. Maybe she doesn't even call herself Old Mount anymore. A thought strikes me. Maybe she's married. Maybe she's happy. Maybe she is it all. I look around in the boutique. Look around and all this stuff. Just wear new clothes. Just start a new chapter in my life. Wouldn't it be my wish? Leave it all behind. Believe a lie. I see at all these clothes. I see at all possibilities. I think about my past, back when I was this successful salesman, this real estate man, where I could really sell good things, where I could convince people about what they need. And I fancied myself with good clothes, and I liked wearing suits. I liked them because they firstly gave you something professional, and secondly, they gave you strength. I saw suits as the culmination of my life progress, of my elevation. I gradually ascended in my life, like the chairs I climbed. And my life had reached a point where I was proud of myself, proud of it all. But now, suits and all what they stood for, they have lost all their appeal. Now it all feels empty. Now if I would wear a suit, now if I would assume my old job as real estate agent, when I would beg for them, probably you would have to beg for it. It would be different, and I know it well. It would be void, it would be empty. I would not be satisfied. I would carry around an empty suit. A person who has no face. A person who doesn't even know his past, who doesn't know anything. Who is so lost. Who has been devoid of all memories. More and more, I think to myself, what am I doing here? This is one thought, but the second thought is, do you have any other place to go? Do you have somewhere to go? After all these years on this planet, and after all the efforts I spent to accomplish something, spent to move ahead in my life, after all these years, I ended up with nothing. I ended up somewhere where I struggle with myself. I have nothing to call my home, no place to go back, as if my footprint on this earth would be slowly and gradually disappearing. And all what I believed in about me, what I thought is me, disappears with it. In the corner, I see a shop assistant. She's thoughtful. She seems melancholic, but somehow one sees that she has a beauty that is and needs to be unearthed underneath of layers of life. That's what life does to you. It robs you of all happiness, I say to myself, but I still can fathom her beauty. And she looks plainly out of the window, out of the people outside who pass the boutique, probably heading somewhere. Is this bitterness about a business that is not thriving? Or is this just about life? Bitterness about life, that one is trapped inside these walls, that one cannot move out, that one cannot find this place, this goal where everyone seems to be heading. This goal, what seems to be only momentary. People who live from moment to moment, who pursue these small fancies, and who are therefore not forced to see the overall picture. Who can fancy themselves with small satisfactory accomplishments. Like I did. I thought I had it all. I wish I could go back there again. Somehow I feel a closeness to this woman, despite the fact that I've never met her. Maybe she is his daughter. Maybe she is the daughter of Old Mount. Maybe they belong to her. I cannot even recall his face. I have no memory about him whatsoever. I don't know anything about this man. Only a name, Clarence Oldmount. And he probably spoke on my behalf. He said enough to a sadistic teacher. And what of it? Now I'm here in a stupid boutique. Try to cling on something I hoped would be me, my own identity. And now I'm here. Track down his daughter to say what exactly? What of it? Thank you, then turn around and leave. I feel so stupid again, so dumb. Probably this happens if you do not go to college, if you do not find the words, whatever. Maybe I just could have sent her a present or anything else. Maybe a guy who went to college, he would know a word. He would know his words, the necessary thing one needs to say, not only to Old Man's daughter, but as well as in life. I've never learned to express myself. This is one of those big tragedies in my life. Back in the days, I looked down on people who went to college and think they have it all. But what do they learn in college? Probably to express themselves. I can express myself as well, I think to myself. But then it dawns on me, no, everything I do, whenever I speak, Whatever I say, it is all about selling myself. It is all about selling a product. And I realize this is different. If you talk with others just to sell a product, if you talk with others just to ensure a goal, then the entire conversation seems to be stilted, seems not real, isn't authentic. Just for one purpose, you wanna get a sale pitch, and that's all. It's not about you. It's not about you personally. It's just void. I approach the woman. She looks up. She doesn't lose her melancholic facial expression. I cannot smile at her. I don't feel like joy. She just says hi in a feeble voice. I respond hi back, as if two sad people met, and now they are trying to find the words. I feel uncomfortable for the first time in my life. Normally I would always go in that. Normally I can talk to every girl. That's how I met Claire. I didn't hold back. I was never known as the shy guy. No, I could talk with people straight away. This is what I had trained on very early on. You have to cut down the barrier between you and the people. If you hammer and hine in front of people, then you build a wall between you and them. And the most essential thing is, if you talk to other people, then you prevent this wall from being built between you and them. This is very, very important. This is the first thing if you want to sell a product. That the person you sell a product to, that the person you want to gain for you does not hide behind a wall and cannot hide behind a wall. That you can immediately create a bond between you and them. This is essential. And that's I realized very early on. You have to talk straight out of it, and directly to the people. You have to call them. You have to look them in the eyes. You have to be close to them. But if you stand in front of them, hesitant, thoughtful, they will firstly look at you as a weirdo, and secondly, they will step back. This means a setback. A setback for you as a sales person. People then will be cautious. They will start to doubt everything you say. They will even think that you are a sleazy sales person who want to sell them crap. Therefore, always prevent the barrier to be built. But at this very moment, I don't know what to do with myself. I myself am melancholic. I myself don't know what to do. And more, after I've experienced and after I feel this inevitability in my life, this end, my end, seems to be inevitable. I cannot help myself. I cannot find the words around this. What is ailing me? I don't feel the strength anymore to sell anything, because a sale is always about you. You have to sell yourself to the customer. This is what people forget. Not the product is important initially. If you want to build a bond with your customer, the first 2 or 3 minutes of your conversation with the customer is actually about you. You make an impression on the customer. even though you do not talk about yourself, your actions talk about you. If you're a well-prepared salesman, if you know what to say, if you can astonish your opponent with knowledge, with anything, then your customer will think of you firstly as a diligent person, someone who is well prepared, someone who has probably a structured life, someone's life who is not a mess, who doesn't live in chaos, someone who probably has studied. If you know your words or pretend that you know a lot of words, use an eloquent language, then the customer will think that you are educated, that you went to college, that you're a smart guy. And if you talk about human values, about the needs of people, about homeliness, then your customer will think that you are down to earth, that you have principles, that you know what really matters. And these are all the messages you at first convey to the person you want to sell something at. So the first part of your sales pitch is all about you. You first sell yourself to the customer. You make yourself known, that you are a diligent person, that you are a trustworthy person, that you have principles, that you are educated, that you're not a sleazy guy who just wants to get rid of a product or just deceive someone. These are all very important rules to sell something. And it is very important not to just stand in front of a customer searching for words, not knowing what to say, as if you wouldn't be sure should you go so far to deceive this person or not. But I'm lost in this boutique. I'm lost for good. I struggle for words, and I see. After a while, she asks me, "Can I help you?" Did she realize? Did she notice that I'm lost? I try to regain my composure. Yeah, I think I need something fancy for a new chapter in my life. She doesn't smile. She just nods as if she would know that these things would be necessary. I tried to be smart with an effort. I tried to say something funny and lost myself halfway through. Tried to emulate my past me. Tried to come back. But I failed somehow. She just nodded. "I think we have something for you." She tells me, gets up and shows me some suits. We are back there again. I look at her as if she would be living in a different world. Somehow I'm fascinated by her. This woman, she's the bond between me and my memories. They're the only thing I can cling to. The only thing that is left in my life. The only thing that is real to me, seems to be real for me. And she stands in front of me trying to find clothes for me to disguise the person I am, to disguise the void I feel, the nothingness, the darkness. all these erased memories. And I haven't figured out how I could have forgotten it all, that nothing was left of it. Well, I say some sort of trying to gain my confidence, maybe something which I can pick up some girls. I try to be confident, this man who has a plan after all. Someone who wasn't burned by life. She smiles for the first time, a faint smile. Yeah, there are enough women here you can meet. She looks at me. In her face and in her eyes there is no shyness or something. She looks me straight in the eyes, and her gaze is piercing. Are you new in town? Yeah, I tell her, trying to sound confident. I'm shopping around, checking out, what's in here for me. She's thoughtful for a while. She does not immediately respond. There's a lot here, a lot in you for you. This city has a lot to offer. No, she does not say things like that. And I more and more perceive the deep melancholy which has permeated this room, which has permeated. And her. After a while, well, you will find probably something. She tells me. I try to respond. Maybe I will find confidence in the future. Something that could fancy. Something to fancy myself with. Maybe you should buy an expensive car, she tells me. That's what men do. An expensive car? Yeah. I've never heard about it. How does it work? Well, I don't know the details, she tells me. But normally you just buy an expensive car. And then? And what then? And then things happen on their own. Oh, you mean? I see. You mean a pussy magnet? Yeah, something like that. Well, you tell me you don't know anything about it, but yet you give me this advice. Did you fall prey to one of these magnets? Maybe, she tells me, and she smiles. Her smile is challenging. Maybe I should do that. But then I wouldn't need a new suit, would I? I guess not. Well, that's not smart of you, is it? Since you should pitch me a sale, since you should tell me that the best thing to get a girl is to wear a great suit, shouldn't you? Well, maybe I should. Or you just tell me that I'm awesome as I am. No, I cannot do that. She responds. Why? I want to be honest. Well, that's cruel, isn't it? It's the truth. I bet it is. I can utter only. I bet it is. And I wonder how am I appearing to the people around me? What the last couple of months and weeks did to me. I once heard someone say, or maybe I read about it in all those news magazines about how to picture sale, that that the happiness and the joy that you feel in yourself and the confidence you feel in yourself, that it inadvertently and purposefully, that this confidence inadvertently will appear in your face as well. That it is a byproduct of the belief in yourself. So that you do not have to force yourself to smile, to elate this confidence, but that it will appear on your face, that it will profuse through all your body, that you will exude this confidence and convey this confidence, this joy in your life to all the people who surround you. That this all comes with success. That's why success is contagious in that sense. Success has an effect on all the people around you. It makes the difference. But I've lost all this self-confidence. I've lost not only my mojo, I've lost my entire life. Somehow I'm so surprised that I can talk carelessly. Maybe a remnant of my past. You had to be fast as a salesperson. Talk about what people want. Fast, witty talk. It is saddening. I say to myself, saddening. Well, you are cruel, aren't you? I continue. Well, some people think that way. The truth hurts. Well, I wish you would lie to me. I wish you would tell me that I am good looking. No. So it's no use asking you whether you can make me look like Brad Pitt. No, I cannot do this. Maybe you should go into a different kind of boutique where people lie to me. Yeah. Well, I'm considering it. That's so sad, is it? Yes. Well, maybe I just need something to cheer me up. Only the truth can cheer you up. And now you are exaggerating, don't you? No, this is not exaggeration. This is a fact. A fact about what? A fact about life, she tells me. But what life would that be? An authentic life is her keen response. I see. You do? Yes. I see that your authentic life puts on a smile on your face, my sweet little sunshine. These words struck her. No, it's just a mood. Today, I ask her, yeah, I'm not myself. I'm not quite myself. She responds. I bet. I tell her. The moment I came in, I actually was scared of you. You were, yes. I thought of you as a weirdo. I'm no weirdo. Now she smiles. I have offended her. I have challenged her to get out of here. And I have, in a way, insulted her. This is how you can poke people, how you can wake them up. Now she smiles more. She tries to prove me wrong. She's after all this blissful woman whose life choices, this so-called authentic life, has a meaning after all. I got her where I want her. Again, my mind is filled with the thoughts of a salesperson, as I think like someone who wants to sell something, but what, I'm not sure. Now it looks better, I tell her. See, what a beautiful woman you are. You shouldn't hide your beauty behind this melancholic layer. Well, she tells me. She tells me coyly, well, my boyfriend likes this side of me. What, your melancholic side? He likes it, yeah. Or your authentic side? That one too. Of course, I immediately fathom that she has no boyfriend. This is something you immediately realize. Women always talk about having a boyfriend. It is always about challenging other men, about juxtaposing men against each other, pinning them against each other and seeing what will happen. This is how women assert power over man, and they enjoy when another man fights for her attention, when a man fights for her attention with another man, even though this other man is a fake. I know these games very well. I've talked to a lot of women, but I play along. I pretend that I would believe her because I want to take revenge on her. I want to make her believe that she could have had me. She could have gotten me. That I am a good fella every woman wants to be with. But after she told me this was a mistake, that she has a boyfriend, I as an honorable man, and I as a knight, a chivalrous knight, I would never ever take away the wife of someone else, the girl of someone else. This is how you turn around this game of power. Well, I tell her, so you live down here. You are asking a lot of questions, she tells me. I'm trying to get to know the people in this town. I tell her, I'm new here. Remember, this is what you do when you are somewhere new. Ask people how they are doing, what and where they are living. No, that's weird. That's really weird. Well, maybe I'm a serial killer. I tell her. She just laughs. The word serial killer made her laugh. Well, you sure as hell look like one. You think so? Yeah. And this from a woman who looks like a grufti. I'm not grufti. She is offended again, but she smiles. She's been challenged. She's not challenged very often, and I assume that she does not talk with other people very often. I more and more realize that she enjoys the conversation. This is again something I realized whenever I sell products. There are some customers, especially retirees, who have no one to talk to and who enjoy a nice conversation, who don't want to hear about a product or whatever, but who just want to talk with someone, who just have someone to talk about their lives But I see she is reticent. I immediately realize she's reticent. She doesn't want to openly talk about herself having no one to talk to. Because she lied, didn't she? She told me that she has a boyfriend, even though I know that this is not true. But yet she has to go along with it. Have to eat her words. Well, I tell you, at least someone hangs out with you. Your boyfriend probably isn't afraid of your fierce gaze. What? Now this was a little bit too much. I realize I have challenged her too much. I have no fear gaze. You are the first one who told me that he's scared of me, scared of women. She tells me. She looks at me severely, challenging. You're a very fearful man, aren't you? She tells me. I'm sentimental, I tell her with a smile. And I'm fragile. You know, she looks at me. She tries to suppress her smile. These words, sentimental and fragile, they do not suit a man who is tall, who is muscular, and who is self-confident. These words, they contradict my appearance, and a smile added on to them is challenging for her. And I need a suit which undermines me, which underlines my ambition. Your ambition, yeah. I retort, yeah. I have a lot of ambition in this new town. I want to make the change. A change. What change? Get to know as many women as possible. I smile at her. I grin at her broadly. Men are all the same, aren't they? She responds. They probably are. I tell her they probably are. She goes back to her work, back to sorting out the suits. I approach her cautiously. I feel again this pain in my feet, this coldness in my feet. I again feel stupid, lost. Then I stand next to her. My initial confidence is gone. I look at her while she tries to find the right suit for me. Then it blurs out of me. I knew your father. And she stops. She stops at once. And she looks at me. And I see that in her eyes, tears gather. She looks at me painfully, lost, hopelessly. Memories of her father. And I wonder how he was like. I never met him. I don't remember having ever met him. Is she his daughter?